Hey, what's up YouTube? This is SS99 here with deck profile on Harpie ladies this time. Um, if you guys want more, please subscribe, and if you have like a deck request, then go ahead and send it to me, and I will do my best to give you a deck profile. But until then, I'm just gonna be doing stuff that I like, and yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So you got three Harpie Lady ones, three Harpie Queens, three Harpie Chandlers, two Harpie Dancers, two Harpie's Pet Dragons, two Summoner Monks, and one Blackwing Zephyrus Elite. And for your spell cards, you got three Harpie's Hunting Grounds, three Hysteric Signs, one Elegant Egotist, three Mystical Space Typhoons, one Book of Moon, and one Darkhold. For your traps, you have three Hysteric Parties, one Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, one Torrential Tribute, one Compulsory Evacuation Device, one Bottomless Trap Hole, two Mirror Force, and two Icarus Attack. For your extra deck, you have, for your rank 7s, you have the usual that I like to do, which is Draco Sack, Big Eye, and Master of Blades. And for the rest of the XEs, which are rank 4s, you have two Lightning Chidoris, one Diamond Dire Wolf, one Love of All Chain, one Maestroke the Symphony Gem, one Black Strip, can't even talk today, Black Ship of Corn, one Gaga Cowboy, one Abyss Dweller, two Ice Beast Zerafine, and one Harpie's Pet Mirage Dragon. And for your side deck, my usual favorites, which are Effect Veiler, two Effect Veilers, and two Maxis, one Thunder King Ryo, two DD Crows, two Vanity's Emptiness, two Phoenix Chain, two Royal Decrees, and two Mind Drains, which are also my usuals. And yeah, that's pretty much the deck. It's still a work in progress-ish. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure I got a good rundown on the monsters, but the things that the flaws in this deck, I think, are just the trap cards and maybe the Xyz monsters a little bit. So if there's anybody who runs a Harpie deck that wants to rank my deck, please do so. And if there's any, if you guys have any tips on how to make this deck better, please do so. I mean, like I said, it's a work in progress, but I love Harpies, so it's kind of iffy. But for those who don't know the rundown of what Harpies do, I'll go ahead and tell you every strategies. I mean, Harpie Lady 1, of course, she's the only one whose name is Harpie Lady when she's in the deck, and that's what you would need Elegant Egotist for. Because every other Harpie, you got like Harpie Queen, Chandler, and Dancer, their names are only Harpie Lady when they're on the field, I believe, or in the graveyard. So, yeah, that's pretty much the reason why you want to run Harpie Lady 1. Plus, she gets 300, gives all the Harpie Ladies, or Wind Monsters, 300 attack points, which is pretty sick. And of course, Harpie Queen is there for to get Harpie's Hunting Ground if you really need it, or she can be a 1900 beat stick, which is really cool. Harpie Chandler, she's an instant way to get a rank 7. You just discard a Harpie and you can summon Harpie's Pet Dragon, or whatever Harpie you want. But yeah, Harpie's Pet Dragon is considered a Harpie. And of course, Harpie Dancer is there for the extra summon in case you need to blow up your opponent's back row with Harpie's Hunting Ground. And Harpie's Pet Dragon is there for the Xyz, but I mean, I know some people like to run 1, but I prefer 2 just because you never know when you're going to draw into Harpie's Pet Dragon, and it's very rare that you draw into 2. I mean, it can't happen. I mean, stuff happens all the time, but I like to run 2. That way you can get that other option. You don't have to run 2, but I like to. And also, if you have a dead Harpie's Pet Dragon in your hand, that's what Harpie's Chandler is here for, just to get rid of them. And Summoner Monk, he's just another way to ditch Hysteric Sign from your hand. That way you can get 3 Harpies in your hand, which is pretty sick. And of course, Zephyros is there because if you have like a face-up Harpie's Hunting Ground or a Hysteric Sign that you can't get rid of, then you can just return that to your hand, get him on the field, and he's just there for another rank 4. And of course, you gotta run Harpie's Hunting Ground to blow up your opponent's backfield. And plus, there's many sick combos you can do with this. Hysteric Sign is there to get Harpies in your hand, and if desperate, Elegant Egotist, which is there for Harpies. You only want to run one of these because these will, if you really need Elegant Egotist, these will take care of it. And of course, your 3 MSTs, just because it's Mystical Space Typhoon. I mean, you got to run 3 somewhere. You don't have to run 3 in the main deck. I've seen decks where they run 2 in the main and then 1 in the side. But like I said, this is personal preference, and this is just my Harpie deck. And like I also said, if there's any improvement that can be made to this deck, please comment below or message me or whatever and tell me what I could do, because like I said, this is just a work in progress still. I mean, I still haven't decided if I wanted to keep all these Xyz or not. Book of Moon is like a spell trap card. Dark Hole's Dark Hole. I know people run 2 Hysteric Parties, but 3 really comes in handy because you never know when you're going to be in a dead spot. And yeah, someone's probably going to tell me to run 2, but if I need to, go ahead and tell me to run 2. And like I said, odds are I'm probably going to take your advice because this is a work in progress. Phoenix Wind, Wind Blast. You're going to be, if you play this deck right and you get Lightning Chidorias, you're going to be doing a lot of what I like to call deck trolling. So Phoenix Wind Blast is great, and plus it's another good way to get rid of Hysteric Sign from your hand. Torrential, and of course your staples that you have to run are Torrential Tribute, Compulsory Evacuation Device, Bottomless Trap Hole, Solemn Warning, and at least 1 Mirror Force, but I like 2. But I would at least run 1. And of course your 2 Icarus attack because you run a Wing Beast deck, and that's just there to blow up your opponent's field. Now for the Xyz, of course, I don't have to explain these 3. You're going to special summon a few rank 7s, and that's what these are here for. And I like 2 Lightning Chidorias because he's just a really good troller, a really good way to make sure your opponent cannot draw cards that he needs. And yeah, he's just an amazing card overall. Diamond Dire Wolf is to destroy stuff. Love of All Chains just to get something in your graveyard. Like, for example, if you have a Hysteric Party in your hand, you can go ahead and send a Harpie to your graveyard, or you can send Zephyros to your graveyard. That way you can go ahead and special summon a level 4 to get an Xyz. And Maestrix there for protection. Master Keyboodle. I don't know if I'm going to keep him in this deck, honestly, but he comes in handy every now and then. But this may be one of the cards I'm going to take out because I don't really go into him a lot. Black Ship of Corn is for destruction. Gaga Cowboy is there to finish off your opponent if all your Harpies don't. Abyss Dweller, of course, is to for anything that banishes from the graveyard. And I had an extra space for my extra deck, and I decided to run 2 Ice Beast Seraphine because I love Ice Beast Seraphine. He's a problem solver, really, but like I said, I know many people don't like to run 2 of these in this deck, so if there's anything good that I can replace for this deck, again, send a comment below. I am willing to take anyone's advice as long as you don't tell me that I'm horrible at this, because like I said, this is a work in progress. And of course, Harpie's Pet Mirage, or I'm sorry, Phantasmal Dragon. I have a habit of reading the card on the screen, and it has different words. But yeah, this is there for because you need to. It's just a way to deal 6,000 damage to your opponent's life points, because he can't be destroyed. I think. See, no, he can't be targeted by attacks or card effect. I mean, of course, Dark Hole could probably take care of him, but I mean, it still gives your opponent a hard time to get around, and just a good way to deal 6,000 points of damage. 2 Effect Veilers and Maxis, because those are pretty much what you want to run in your side deck or your main deck, whatever you prefer. Like I said, it's your preference. Thunder King Ryo, I had an extra space in my side deck, so I decided to put him in there because I don't usually use him a lot, but I probably should. And plus, he's another way to deck troll too, so I guess that's a good reason to put him in the Harpie deck. DD Crow's there for decks that banish, like Chaos Dragons or the new Dragon Rulers. Vanity's Emptiness is for anything, really. And Phoenix Chain is there just because, like I said, I had extra space and I didn't mean to move that. Crap. But I've seen Harpie decks where they don't run Icarus Attack and they run Phoenix Chain. Like they run 3 Phoenix Chains and they pretty much didn't run the second Mirror Force or Icarus Attack. But like I said, it's your personal preference. I like Icarus Attack and 2 Mirror Forces, and you may like 3 Phoenix Chains. It's whatever floats your boat. And of course, Royal Decree and Mind Drainer there because those are my staples. I don't usually go into this a lot, but actually, now that I've thought about it, I'm going to go ahead and change this right now. Instead of Mind Drain, let's go ahead and put in, I forgot what it's called. Light Imprisoning Mirror. There we go. This will be for like Constellars and Boogeons, because I don't think Mind Drain really comes in handy to stop anything. And I'm thinking about taking out Royal Decree because you run out a lot of trap cards in this deck, and I'll shut your deck down too. And yeah, if anybody's got, like I said, this is a work in progress. Like I just made changes right now, so if there's anything in this deck that's got flaws in it, just let me know in the comments. And please, I gotta go ahead and say this: don't diss on my deck. I've had someone comment on my Mythic Dragon Rulers. Like I said, you don't have to like the stuff that I do, and I'm willing to take advice, but don't be a jerk about it. Don't tell me that it's horrible. Don't tell me that I suck. Just tell me what I can do to improve, and I will take your advice. And like I said, if I take your advice, most likely I will do another video and improve and show you the improvement that you have personally given me. So, sorry about the rant, and that's pretty much the Harpie deck. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. Peace.